Ever feel like you're making decent money, but your savings account just isn't reflecting it? You're not alone. A lot of us struggle to keep our finances on track, and poor spending habits are often the culprit. But today, we're going to break down 10 compelling reasons why you should stop poor spending habits immediately. These reasons aren't just about saving more. They're about transforming your financial future, reducing stress, and creating a life you're proud of. Stick around until the end, because the last reason might surprise you. It could be the key to shifting your mindset and taking control of your money for good. So if you're ready to put an end to your poor spending habits, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Number 10. Poor spending habits can lead to mounting debt. We live in a world where credit cards and buy now, pay later schemes are easily accessible, making it incredibly tempting to spend money you don't actually have. The result? Mounting debt that's tough to get out of. One swipe here and a small payment there might not seem like a big deal, but before you know it, interest starts piling up and the debt snowball gets bigger and bigger. For many, what starts as a few $100s of credit card debt can spiral into thousands, eating away at your income every month just to cover minimum payments. It's like a financial quicksand. The more you struggle to pay off the debt, the deeper you sink. This kind of debt doesn't just hurt your bank balance, it also affects your credit score, making it harder and more expensive to borrow for meaningful investments like a car or a home. This can significantly delay your ability to achieve important financial milestones and limit your future financial choices. Breaking free from this cycle is challenging but essential. It starts by recognizing poor spending habits and cutting down unnecessary expenses to prevent debt accumulation. Even if you're already in debt, being mindful of your spending habits can help you create a plan to pay it off faster. Imagine how much more money you could save and invest once you're debt-free. You'll not only regain financial control, but also experience a sense of freedom and empowerment that comes from breaking free of the debt trap. Number 9. Poor spending limits. Your ability to save for emergencies. Life is full of unexpected twists, medical bills, car repairs, or sudden job loss. Without an emergency fund, these situations can quickly turn into financial crises. Poor spending habits make it nearly impossible to build up a financial cushion for these emergencies. Instead of having a safety net to fall back on, you're forced to rely on credit cards or loans, which can lead to a vicious cycle of debt and anxiety. Creating an emergency fund should be a top priority for anyone looking to build financial stability. Setting aside even a small amount each month can help you gradually build an emergency fund that can cover at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. But to do that, you need to get your spending under control. It's easy to justify small, unnecessary purchases like that daily $5 coffee, but over time, these add up. By identifying and cutting out these expenses, you can redirect that money into an emergency savings account. For example, if you're able to save just $50 a week, you'd have $2,600 in a year, enough to cover many unexpected expenses. This fund can serve as a financial safety net, providing peace of mind and reducing stress during challenging times. Knowing you have a financial buffer brings peace of mind, reduces stress, and puts you in a much stronger position to handle life's surprises without derailing your financial progress. And once you have this safety net in place, you can start focusing on more long-term financial goals. Number 8. Poor spending habits can hinder your ability to invest. Investing is one of the most effective ways to grow your wealth over time, but poor spending habits can prevent you from having the necessary funds to get started. When your paycheck is gone by the end of the month, it's hard to justify putting money into stocks, real estate, or other investment opportunities. And the longer you wait to invest, the more you miss out on the power of compound interest, which allows your money to grow exponentially over time. Imagine you have an extra $200 every month. If you spend it on impulse buys, that's $2,400 gone by the end of the year, with nothing to show for it. But if you were to invest that money instead, over 10, 20, or 30 years, it could grow into a significant amount, helping you achieve long-term financial goals like buying a house, funding your children's education, or retiring comfortably. Investing might seem daunting at first, but there are many accessible options available today, such as low-cost index funds, exchange-traded funds, ETFs, or robo-advisors that offer a hands-off approach to building wealth. Start by setting aside even a small amount each month, like $50 or $100, and gradually increase your contributions as you get more comfortable. The key is to develop the habit of saving and investing early on. The first step is to control your spending and free up some money to invest. Once you start seeing your investments grow, you'll realize just how powerful it is to prioritize long-term gains over short-term gratification. Remember, the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow and work for you. Number 7. It prevents you from enjoying financial freedom. When you're constantly spending beyond your means, it feels like you're always chasing your next paycheck. This cycle can trap you, making it hard to step back and enjoy your life without worrying about how you'll pay for the next thing. Financial freedom is about having the flexibility to make choices that enhance your quality of life, whether it's changing careers, traveling, or spending more time with loved ones. Poor spending habits keep you shackled to a lifestyle that's stressful and unsustainable. True financial freedom isn't just about having a high income. It's about managing your money well enough to live comfortably within your means and have savings to spare. Imagine the freedom of being able to take a vacation without fretting over the credit card bill that follows, or switching to a job you love, even if it pays less, because you're financially secure. To achieve this freedom, you need to start by addressing poor spending patterns. Create a budget, set clear financial goals, and track your spending to see where you can cut back. It's about making sacrifices now so you can enjoy more freedom later. Over time, the savings from cutting back on unimportant expenses can be directed into investments or saved for major life goals, giving you options and a sense of control over your future. Being free from financial stress also means being able to spend more time and energy on what truly matters, whether that's pursuing a passion project, building relationships, or simply enjoying life's moments without constantly worrying about money. Number 6. Poor spending habits increase financial stress. Financial stress is one of the leading causes of anxiety and relationship problems. When you're constantly worried about making ends meet, paying bills, or covering unexpected expenses, it can take a serious toll on your mental and physical health. It's a cycle that's hard to break out of. Stress can lead to more poor spending as a way to cope, which in turn leads to more financial instability and stress. By eliminating poor spending habits, you reduce financial strain and create more room to breathe. This means fewer sleepless nights, less anxiety, and more time to focus on the things that truly matter. Studies show that prolonged financial stress can even contribute to physical health problems like headaches, high blood pressure, digestive issues, and a weakened immune system. If you're stressed about money, it can affect your productivity at work, your relationships, and your overall quality of life. Start by examining your spending habits and identifying areas where you're wasting money. It could be dining out too frequently, buying items you don't need, or falling for deals that aren't really deals at all. Make a conscious effort to change these habits, and over time, you'll notice that the stress starts to lift. With less financial worry hanging over you, you can concentrate on improving other aspects of your life, like your career, relationships, and personal growth. Getting a handle on your finances isn't just about the numbers, it's about your well-being. Number 5. Poor spending habits prevent you from reaching your financial goals. Everyone has financial goals, whether it's buying a home, starting a business, or retiring early. But poor spending habits can stand in the way of achieving those dreams. When you're spending recklessly on non-essential items, you're draining the funds that could be used to move you closer to your goals. Setting a budget and tracking your expenses are key steps to ensuring your money is working for you, not against you. Start by clearly defining your financial goals and creating a plan to achieve them. Write down your goals, break them into smaller, manageable steps, and set timelines for each one. Every time you're tempted to make an impulsive purchase, ask yourself, Is this bringing me closer to my goal or pushing it further away? Having a clear vision of what you want to achieve makes it easier to resist temptations and stay on track. The money you save from cutting out unnecessary expenses can be put toward a down payment for a home, building your retirement fund, or even starting that business you've always dreamed of. Each smart spending decision is a step closer to making your financial dreams a reality. If you struggle with maintaining focus, consider setting up visual reminders of your goals, like a picture of your dream house on your fridge or a vacation destination on your computer background. This constant reminder will keep you motivated and help you stick to your plan, turning your financial aspirations into achievable realities. Number 4. Poor spending habits can affect your relationships. Money is a common source of tension in relationships. Whether it's with a partner, family, or friends, disagreements over spending can lead to arguments, distrust, and even breakups. If you're prone to overspending, it might lead to resentment or a sense of unfairness, especially if your partner is more financially responsible. Being open and honest about finances is crucial in any relationship. Poor spending habits can also strain friendships when you're constantly suggesting expensive outings or struggling to keep up with others' spending habits. To avoid these issues, it's important to get your spending under control. Set shared financial goals with your partner and discuss how you both can contribute to achieving them. When you're on the same page, it's easier to avoid conflict and work as a team. With friends, be honest about your financial goals and suggest budget-friendly activities that don't require spending a lot of money. For example, instead of expensive dinners or shopping sprees, suggest a potluck, a picnic in the park, or a movie night at home. True friends will respect your goals and be willing to find alternatives. The sooner you take charge of your finances, the easier it will be to maintain healthy and supportive relationships. It's not just about the money. It's about building a foundation of trust and shared values that can strengthen your bonds with others. Number 3. Poor spending habits lead to missed opportunities. Opportunities often come knocking when we least expect them, whether it's an investment opportunity, a chance to travel, or a chance to start a business. But if you're financially tied up due to poor spending habits, you may not have the flexibility to seize those opportunities when they arise. Being financially unprepared can mean saying no to something that could change your life for the better. Imagine being offered your dream job in another city, but you can't afford to relocate. Or a friend invites you on a once-in-a-lifetime trip, but your budget is too tight to join. These are the kinds of moments where having financial flexibility can make all the difference. Start by assessing where your money is going and how you can cut back to build a financial buffer. Even small amounts can add up over time and give you the freedom to say yes when the right opportunity comes along. Take the time to establish a possibility fund, a separate savings account for these unexpected yet exciting opportunities. The money saved from curbing poor spending habits can also go into this fund, ensuring that when a great opportunity arises, whether it's buying a new property, taking a dream vacation, or investing in a promising startup, you're ready to take advantage. The ability to seize these moments can open doors you never imagined, enriching your life in ways that go far beyond financial gain. Number 2. It can harm your health and well-being. Believe it or not, poor spending habits can directly affect your health. Financial stress has been linked to a variety of health issues, including anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, and even heart disease. When you're stressed about money, it's easy to neglect self-care or rely on unhealthy coping mechanisms like overeating, drinking, or retail therapy. The stress of not being able to pay bills, constantly worrying about debt, or not having enough savings can create a chronic state of anxiety that impacts your physical and emotional well-being. It can also lead to a lack of sleep and an overall decrease in well-being. By getting your spending under control, you can alleviate a lot of this stress and its negative effects. With a healthier financial situation, you'll have more energy and peace of mind to focus on self-care, exercise, and other activities that boost your health. Cutting out poor spending habits also means having more money for healthier food options, gym memberships, or mental health services, which further improves your quality of life. Your financial health and physical health are deeply connected, and improving one often leads to improvements in the other. When you're no longer weighed down by financial concerns, you can focus on what truly matters, being present, healthy, and happy in your day-to-day life. Number 1. Poor spending habits hold you back from true happiness. We often think that spending money on things we want will make us happy. But the reality is, the joy from material purchases is usually short-lived, and we're left craving more. This leads to a never-ending cycle of spending and dissatisfaction. True happiness comes from financial security, meaningful experiences, and investing in the things that matter, like spending time with loved ones or pursuing personal growth. By curbing poor spending habits, you free up resources to invest in what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. Instead of accumulating more stuff, you can focus on building memories, learning new skills, or even giving back to causes you care about. Take a step back and think about the last few items you purchased. Did they truly add value to your life, or were they temporary distractions? Overcoming poor spending habits is about shifting your mindset from instant gratification to long-term satisfaction. Start by setting aside money each month for experiences, like travel or hobbies, rather than material things. The freedom and contentment that come from being in control of your finances far outweigh the temporary thrill of a shopping spree. By making intentional spending decisions, you'll find that you're able to achieve true happiness that's rooted in security, personal growth, and meaningful connections. Take charge of your spending today, and you'll find yourself on the path to true financial and personal happiness. Remember, breaking poor spending habits isn't just about saving money. It's about creating a life of freedom, security, and true happiness. Implement these changes today, and you'll be amazed at how much your life can improve. Which of these reasons resonates most with you? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more tips on achieving financial freedom. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.